We can create breakout games in Microsoft OneNote as we can lock or password protect individual sections in our OneNote digital notebook. Let's take a look at how we can get started setting up our game in OneNote 2016 in Windows 10. So first of all, to launch OneNote 2016, click on the Windows icon in the bottom left corner of your screen and scroll through your applications or programs until you find OneNote 2016. To create a new notebook, go to File and New. Select your Edmonton Catholic OneDrive location if it's not already selected. And notice that you can choose to save this new notebook in a recent folder that you've been working in, or you can browse your OneDrive for a better location in which to save your new digital notebook. I'm going to save this new notebook in OneNote Notebooks. And I'm going to call it Breakout Demo. And I'll click Create. Once OneNote has created your notebook, it asks if you would like to share it with other people. I'm going to say not now because I would rather set up my notebook and have it completely ready with the breakout game laid out before I invite others in. So I'm going to click not now. And you can just click cancel because it's already created and saved that notebook. All right, so here I am inside of OneNote 2016, inside my breakout demo OneNote digital notebook. Now, how we can organize our OneNote notebook is by creating sections. Notice that each section, so you already have one section created, each section comes with one page. I can always add more pages by clicking the plus to add a page. So I can have multiple pages per section. Notice that I can simply create a new section by coming up to the top here and clicking on the plus on this little tab icon. And I can give my new section a name. Let's take a closer look at how we organize our breakout game in our OneNote notebook, starting with our first section. So for my first section, this is where I would want to introduce the breakout and describe the breakout scenario or tell the background story. This is also the section where I want to post my first puzzle or clue because the answer to the first puzzle or clue will unlock the next section or tab. To help me stay organized, I'm going to rename the first section. So I go up to the tab, right click on it and click rename. And I'm going to call it Story and Intro Clue. Then on this first page, I'm going to introduce my breakout. And I'm going to add in the first puzzle. So if I go up to Insert in the top menu bar, you'll notice that I can add file attachments, I can add pictures, even search for pictures online, add links, include or embed online video, even add audio recordings. And of course, everyone's favorite, I can add stickers. Once I have my first section set up, I'm going to go to my next section that I created. In section 2, this is now going to be where I have puzzle number 2. So let's go up to Insert, and we are going to click File Attachment. And I'm going to find my second clue and click Insert. So I actually want to add a screenshot, not just the file attachment. So I'm going to click on this file to open it in Photos. And then I'm going to use one of my tools to take a screenshot. I'm using a tool called Snagit, but you could use your free tool called the snipping tool that's included in Windows 10. And I'm just going to copy this screenshot and go back to my OneNote and paste it in. All right, I'm also going to rename this section, again, just to help me with my organization and to help students or guide students or participants through the game. So I'm going to rename this to Block 1, Puzzle 2. And if I'm ready to set up my next section, remember that to create a new section, we just simply come up here to the top and click on the Create New Section tab. And this will become our second lock and will contain the third puzzle. So again, remember, if we go back to the second section, the answer to puzzle number 2 is going to unlock this third section. All right, let's take a look at how we lock sections. So let's go back to our first tab, Story and Intro Clue. So this particular section we are going to leave unlocked for students. You could technically lock it and then provide an alternate clue outside of OneNote that leads them to this OneNote notebook and helps them unlock this first tab. But for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to leave this tab unlocked. So if we read through puzzle number 1, we will discover that the answer is composting. So I'm going to come over to the second tab, lock number 1, puzzle number 2. I'm going to right click on it and I'm going to select password protect this section. And I'm going to, in the far right, password protect menu, I'm going to set password. I will enter the password, composting, and I will confirm this password, composting. Now, please, please, please remember to write or record your passwords in a safe location, because if you lose or forget the password, OneNote will not be able to recover the data. And remember that passwords are case sensitive. So I typed in composting with a lowercase c, all lowercase letters actually. All right, I'm going to click OK. And we're going to take a look at the next puzzle in section number 2. All right, how will you celebrate this global event? Taking a look at all the different things you can do. Notice the big clue in the background, the Earth. This global event is referring to Earth Day. And Earth Day is on April 22nd, 2018. So I'm going to come up here to my third section and I'm going to set the password. Again, if you've closed the password protect menu, you just right click on the section tab and select password protect this section, and that menu will open up again to the right. Click set password, and this time we're going to set a number. So 220418. 220418. And again, record that password somewhere safe and click OK. All right, let's test this out. So I'm going to lock all of my pages or all of my sections by clicking the lock all. And I'm going to go back to the first tab, the story and introduction. All right, So again, if I was a participant reading through this clue, I would use this hint at the top. Note that the answer to the clue will unlock the next section. And I'd realize, oh, the answer is composting. When I click on the next section, notice it says this section is password protected. To unlock it, I can either click right here on the screen or press the Enter key on my keyboard. So I'm going to click here, and it's going to give me the option to enter the password. If I enter the correct password, it will unlock the next puzzle for me. Again, I will use these clues for this puzzle. And I realize, oh, it's referring to Earth Day. And maybe I Google the answer to when Earth Day is this year. But when I click on the third section, again, this section is password protected. So I'll click here on the screen and enter in my answer. And this will unlock my next puzzle or next clue. Or if I've reached the end, it will unlock a section that contains a page with a final message saying, yay, you successfully broke out, or something to that effect.